What's up guys, it's CB. Today I want to talk about the Gym 2, or I guess Horizons Volume 2 release, allocations, numbers, and basically everything that I know I'm going to tell you guys. So let's get into it. Everyone has been asking me if I'm getting the Volume 2 in, and yes, of course, I definitely will be, but it's just hard right now because of the allocations and numbers. So we're going to go through that, right? First and foremost, Gym Pack Volume 1 is out of print. Out of print meaning China is not printing it as of right now because they shifted their focus into the Volume 2, but we don't know if they're going to be reprinting Volume 1 after it's all said and done. In my opinion, I don't think so because the Gen 1 volume prices are increasing pretty much daily at this point. And as the Pokemon company releases new products, I don't think they're gonna go back and reprint Volume 1 because they still got to do Gym Pack Volume 3 and 4, etc. So I don't think Volume 1 is going to be printed anymore. But Pokemon China is very new to the Pokemon scene as a whole, so they could reprint, but in my opinion, I don't think so. So that brings me to the Volume 2 print and waves and allocations and all that. So basically, and this is why I still haven't gotten any product in at this point, right? Wave 1, which is the initial release, it is rumored that only 1,000 cases were released from the Pokemon company to distribution in China. And the prices are so high in America, high, 50-ish bucks. It's still high compared to Volume 1 because Volume 1 was like, 30 or 35-ish on release? Sorry, moving on. But basically, all 1,000 cases was supposed to be only sold exclusively in mainland China. So that is 1,000 cases for every Pokemon fan in China. But of course, people overseas did get their hands on a couple, and that's why prices are so high right now. So yeah, 1,000 cases as a whole for the first week of release. Now, coming this Friday will be the second wave of release. This is where Pokemon will release more cases to their distros and shops or whatever, and then now they have the option to sell it to overseas and such. Now, from what I've been told from the person that I work with, and he has a shop in China actually, so he's been telling me all this, basically kind of from the direct source. But he's saying that because the first 1,000 cases were so strictly monitored in China, like people could lose, like Chinese shops could lose their allocation if they sold their first allocation overseas. And that's why there's very little product for overseas right now. Moving on to the second allocation though, or I guess the second wave of releases, that's supposed to come out this Friday. So whenever you're watching this, basically the 23rd. So 23rd is going to be the second wave. And again, that's going to be available for overseas people like you and me. Numbers wise, I think it's going to be way more than 1,000 cases, but it's still going to be less than what we hope for. But that's just the way it is right now. Because my first quote for the Wave 1 release, because there's all these people that's going to be backdooring, right? Think the black and white set that somehow got ripped in Japan already. But again, aside from the point. But yeah, my quotes were around 45 to pretty much like 50 bucks to land middle of this week. And I just passed on it because I know the price is going to drop after the second wave and third wave, etc. So I just didn't want to pay that high price. Basically though, wave 2, again, a lot more cases will come out. And then here is the fun part, right? So this is where I'm telling you to not FOMO, to not buy. If you want to wait, you're gonna have the best prices ever because I am told that these cases will be printed more than Gem Box Volume 1. So imagine how cheap Gem Boxes were. I think you can get them for as low as $18, $20 at some points. This Volume 2 set is going to be printed way more than that. So guys, if you can wait, please wait. Please wait, because waves 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever it may be, there's gonna be so much of this product for you and me to rip at a later date though, just not right now, later date. So if you're willing to wait, yes, prices, I think, in my opinion, will come down to 25, 30 bucks. I should be able to get them in for the same price as Volume 1. And if that were to happen, you'll see them on my site for 30 bucks, 25 bucks. But again, that's weeks down the line. If you can't wait on it, you want to rip it immediately, then there is the premium for that. So yeah, that's what I want to say about that. There will be so much of this Gym 2 Volume 2 box. There will be so much product. If you're patient, you'll pay the best price. If you want to get it in a little bit early, then it is going to have a higher premium. That's pretty much all I have to say on the subject. I will be getting in my first wave of product, only 3 cases. I only got 3 cases. They only gave me 3 cases actually. But I will be having that on the website, cbanons.com, for about like 40, maybe $50 honestly, because I have to pay up for it. But again, if you want to wait, these will drop dramatically, all right? But if you want to be on the email list for when I have those in stock and ready to ship and all that, I will put the link right there. Aside from that, guys, that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. If you want it sooner, it'll be 50. If you want it maybe a month down the line, it'll probably be like $25. So that's up to you guys. But that's it for me. Have a great day, guys, and I'll see you guys very, very soon.